Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from DirtFarmerJ.com. Well, Dirt Farmer Maggie and I made the jump over to a cordless 14-inch string trimmer from DeWalt. What do we think about it? We'll do an unboxing and we'll give you our initial impressions. Stay tuned. Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from DirtFarmerJ.com. If you've looked much in our maker space, you'll always see a lot of DeWalt material in the background. No, they don't sponsor us. It's just one of the tool systems we use, but it's one of my favorite ones. And they have a whole suite of tools that use the same charging bases, same batteries, and one of those tools is this new 14-inch folding string trimmer. Comes with it in this particular system, this model number or this kit number, DCST922P1. It comes with both a charger base like this, comes with a 5 amp hour battery, comes with the entire tool as well, and that first charge of string in the bump head that's on it. Now, something you're going to notice right away before we get in the unboxing, here's what's real interesting. This is the carton, right? That's the length of it. This is the string trimmer. How do you get this in this? Well, the secret is right here. There's a folding knuckle right here that not only makes it smaller to ship and to be in the packaging for the consumer packaging, but also if your space is limited or you don't want to use as much space or you're taking this and hauling it someplace, you can simply undo this latch. It is really intuitive. I'm not going to do it because it is self-explaining once you have it. This will just fold in half. And now you have a much shorter unit to carry. So that is the folding feature that's on it. Well, let's walk you through the unboxing and what you're going to encounter once you get one of these. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and open the box, just cut the end open, and as you open it, the first thing you're going to encounter is an inner liner that allows you to open it a little bit further, and you're going to see the motor unit that's on the base, the cutting head area. And as you pull the unit out, you'll see the knuckle, the folding knuckle right near the end as you pull it out, allows, again, as we said, this longer extended unit to be in a smaller package when you get it off the shelf. Next thing you're going to encounter is the guard that goes around the string head cutter down there that'll be affixed a little bit later. And then the handle that will be affixed to the shaft. When you go a little bit further in and just keep pulling out the inner liner, the next thing you're going to see is the motor head itself, which is a cast piece. Appears to be a metal of some kind, not sure what it is, aluminum, whatever, but it's painted with a bright silver. Pretty nice finish on that. And then you get into, in the particular kit that we bought, both the charger and the battery, and they supply in this particular kit a 5 amp hour battery. Now, it should be noted that this particular one, when we purchased it, comes with, and you can see it right on there, that you get both the 5 amp battery, the charger, but if you bought the Bare Tools kit, which is a different serial number, at the time of purchase in early summer 2020, the Bare Tool kit was $149. The kit with the battery and the charger was $199. So for $50 more, you get a charger and you get this battery. Now, I got plenty of chargers. I don't need more chargers, but I can always use more batteries. And if I go down their tool aisle at the retailer where I got this, happened to be the orange big box home improvement center, you're going to find this battery on the shelf for $120 to $150. And so you can get both the charger and this for another $50. They know what they're doing. They package it. DeWalt wants you to have as many of these tools and have you committed to their system as possible. They're not dumb, and I know what they're doing, but I went ahead and bought the full kit. Next thing you're going to get out of there is the instruction manual that walks you through everything about how to register the piece of equipment, some of its basic maintenance, charging the battery for the first time, extending, opening it, affixing the handle to it, and so forth. All that's there, and it's a worthwhile read and a good reference piece to keep on hand. The next thing you need to do is prepare the string head itself for use. And so you need to untape the strings that are pre-installed. The tails are sticking out about 5 inches on each side of the bump head. And so you need to untape those and get that ready to go. And now it is time to put on the handle. Now, something you should notice, you'll see here that I'm pointing at where they recommend you put the handle. And that on this unit is actually up here above the knuckle and with it tilted that way. And in the next picture here, you see that I actually installed it, and here's the finished result here, the other way around. I went below the knuckle, reversed it, and installed it. Why? The balance seems a lot better. And some other people online mentioned this, that where they suggest you put it, seems like it's a little high. You're crunching your arm to hold it here. That lower grip with the handle leaned back seemed to work really well, and so that's where I've affixed it, and I really like it. Another thing here, as you install these screws in, and I just used a T-handle hex wrench, as you install the screws, there is a solid grip that forms around the tool, and you can see it right here, that does not allow this to rotate. If you push it one way or another, the whole tool rotates. On another model I had of a gas-powered string trimmer, that was a loose slip fit. It wasn't loose, but it was a friction fit. And I found that to be really irritating. When you're trying to rotate the head a certain way, it would tend to give. You're constantly adjusting that. This is really sure and positive, so I really like it. When you go to put on, in the next step, putting on the blade guard or the string guard at the bottom, you'll see that there are 2 holes there where you're going to fix the couple of screws that are supplied. I go ahead and put a little thread lock on it. There's some goo that they put on it, but you don't want to lose those screws, and they're down underneath, and who wants to go chase them? You could probably buy replacements, but who needs the headache? So I go overboard. It's cheap to add some thread lock on it and then go ahead and drive them in. The last thing you need to do is make sure that you understand how the bump head looks here, and you can see there are 2 marks on the side of the bump head. And when you rotate those around into where they're aligned like this shot, then what you'll see is it is ready to load additional string. And in this system, it takes about 20 foot of 2mm string cord. And this is an aftermarket where I bought some more here. But as you can see here, that's a 2mm in metric. In imperial size, it would be 0.080 inches. Common size. And something you should know, if you really want to keep your cord in good condition, I could put this inside a Ziploc bag, put a wad of paper towel in beside it that's moist, or some cotton balls or some water in the bag, and believe it or not, even though these are plastic core, it's highly recommend you keep the strings moisturized with a little bit of humidity in there. They'll tend to be less brittle and last longer as you use it. Well, we've put this to work, and as you can see here, I'm doing a little bit of trimming around the front of the house here. This particular area has different rocks that are bordering the beds here, and the trimmer works really nicely. It's well balanced, it's pretty quiet, it's not overly heavy. I would say it's over about 10 pounds total, 8 pounds on the trimmer, 2 pounds roughly in the battery. And as you can see here, here's the battery port. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this battery, and we're gonna go ahead and slide the battery in. That's a 5 amp hour. We'll go ahead and slide it in and pop it in. And when you do so, this is now ready to run. And we'll go ahead and, for your listening pleasure, go ahead and fire this up. But let me show you first what you do. There's a double on this side. There's a little bit of a safety. You push this in and you pull the trigger. And when you do, this is what you get. Okay? Now that was being run at high speed. Let me run it at low speed. So you can hear the difference. I was able to trim most of my yard using the lower speed, but There was a couple places I wanted to speed it up a little bit. It was taking a little long. I jumped it over to high speed, took care of business. What about battery life? Well, we have a large yard. We have around 15,000 square foot of turf, a lot of edging, a lot of walk-through areas, and I was able to do the whole yard on a single charge in the battery and had plenty to spare. And I used both settings as I went, depending where I was. And as far as the string in the head, didn't run out of that either. Worked really well. It cut very quickly, and I was to work immediately because once you put the battery in, it runs. You don't have to fiddle with it. I was a gas-powered string trimmer guy for a long time. I think I'm a convert. Now, in all honesty, we've just started using this. So these are all first impressions, this promise I make to you. At the end of this season, we'll come back and update the description below and tell you exactly what our experience has been, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you can make a decision for yourself of whether or not this package makes sense for you. We think it's very promising and will be likely a great go-to. And guess what? It's got Dirt Farmer Maggie starting to do more of the string trimming. She hated that other one. It was too heavy. So, hey. So, until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay. If you really felt that this was helpful to you, please like it. And better yet, subscribe to our channel. And you can ring the bell when you do so, and that way you'll get notified right away when we do a product review like this, or we do a new recipe, show you something as a truck accessory, work in the shop together or out in the yard. Thanks for watching today. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from dirtfarmerjay.com.